Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing an update of Washington Dulles International Airport. I believe this is like update number 22, but there is something very unique about this particular airport update. I have completely redone the whole of Dulles. This is a new board, a new everything, as many of you do know. So yeah, I'm going to explain everything at the end of the video. So I'm going to give an overview of the airport, show how it all folds away, because if you don't know, one of the reasons why I rebuilt Dulles is because it took up too much space in my room. So now I've made it so it can fold away, but I'll show all that at the end. First I'm going to go through all of the planes, and then I'll give an overview at the end. So yeah, we're going to start off here at the cargo and maintenance area. So here in the hangar, the United hangar, we have a United Airlines 787-10. This is a new model. I don't think I've showed it before on this channel. I might have had it in the collection video, but I'm not sure. So yeah, this doesn't really have a set destination. It's been to Dulles in real life a few times over the past month or so, but I don't believe it has any set routes out of Dulles yet. I believe though, however, the new Tel Aviv route, they might start operating the 787-10 on that. I think that's the first flight for the Tel Aviv route is in like April or March, I believe. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this doesn't really have a set route. It's just in the hangar for some maintenance. And just next to the hangar, in one of the maintenance gates, we have a United 767-300. This is the old one, because if you don't know, yesterday or the day before I actually did an unboxing of the new United 767. This is the old one. This is just going to be towed over to the United gate for a flight out to Geneva. That's going to be tomorrow morning, however. I don't believe I actually said, but this airport update does have a time period of around 10 PM to about midnight. So very late in the evening, we've got a lot of cargo aircraft and the last international heavies and a lot of overnighters. But here we have a FedEx MD-11. This is new to Dulles as well. I don't think I've ever had this on in a Dulles update before, but this is about to head out to Harrisburg. And then next to him we have the second FedEx MD-11. He's about to head out to New York John F. Kennedy. Then finally, for the cargo aircraft, we have a UPS 767-300. He's not going to be heading out for a while, but he's landed in from Louisville and is going to be heading back there in a couple of hours. And next, just crossing the runway here, we have a Delta 757-200. What I've actually found out is that at Dulles, there's two 757s from Delta that are based here at Dulles. They don't have winglets, which is the only unrealistic thing about this, but they're used for sport. So any team that plays in Washington DC, or taking any teams out of Washington DC, they use the 752s. Both of them, there's two of them as I said, to ferry them wherever they need to go. So this is just about to head out to New York with the New York Knicks. And here we have a United 767-300. He's just holding short of runway 1 right. He's just about to head out to Sao Paulo. This is a flight I took last July, so yeah, this is just going to be heading out to Sao Paulo. And here, just taxied off of the runway, we have a Delta Connection CRJ-200. He's just landed in from New York John F. Kennedy. And just taxiing out to the active runway, we have a Southwest 737-700, which is just about to make the flight out to Fort Lauderdale. And next here we have, this is my little United Express area. Again, I'll give an overview at the end, but here we have a United Express Q200. I know these guys are retired, but I don't have any ERJ 145s to replace them with yet. But I have a lot of gates that need a lot of ERJ 145, so as soon as Gemini Jets comes out with one of them, I'm going to grab a bunch of them and replace these Q200s. But this guy is just about to head out for the final flight of the day to Chattanooga. And next to him, I don't know if you can see, but I've actually had to blue tack the nose gear down to the ground there because it's a bit tail heavy. But here we have another Q200 United Express. He's actually overnighting now, but he just came in from State College. On the top there, we just have pushing back for Windsor locks. We have an ERJ 170 for United Express. And below that we have an ERJ 175. He's overnighting as well, but he just came in from Atlanta. And just down here we have another United Express ERJ 170. He's overnighting as well, but he came in from Columbus, Ohio. Now just moving on to the main concourse, I'm going to warn you now, we do have a lot of overnighters. Dallas, we generally get a lot of Delta and American aircraft overnighting, but here we have a Delta 717. He's going to be overnighting for a flight out to Detroit in the morning. And next to him we have a Delta MD-90. He's going to be overnighting as well, and it's going to be heading out to Atlanta in the morning. And here, just pushing back for a flight out to London Heathrow, we have a British Airways 787-8. Now they usually operate the 787-9 on this route, but I don't actually have a 787-9. They do sometimes operate the -8 on this route, but not very rarely, you know, so it's not very common to see this plane. So we only get this late flight about twice a week or 3 times, yeah, twice a week I think it is. We get this very late flight, so it's down to it's up to I think 16 flights a week into Dallas with British Airways. Yeah, and just taxiing in from Salt Lake City, we have a Delta A220. He's just waiting for the British Airways to push back, and then he'll be taking his gate. And he's also going to be overnighting and then heading back out to Salt Lake City in the morning. And next to the British Airways 787 we have another new model. I don't think any of you have seen this yet, but here we have a Cathay Pacific A350-1000. So this is new to Dallas as well, the actual flight. They started in September, Cathay Pacific from Dallas to Hong Kong. So yeah, this is going to be heading out to Hong Kong. It is Cathay Pacific's longest flight and also the longest flight out of Dallas. I believe it's something around 15 hours, 16 hours, something along those lines. It's a bit annoying as well because within about 2 days, I think, as soon as I got the A350-1000, they actually started putting the A350-900 on this route. So at the moment we're getting 900s. I don't know whether it's going to be a summer and winter seasonal thing, you know, with the 1000 and 900. I hope not. I hope they go back to the 1000 so I don't have to buy a 900, but it is looking like I'm going to have to buy a 900 pretty soon. Yeah, this comes in I think around 11:30 and goes out at 1:30 or 10:30 I think it comes in. Something along those lines, but yeah, this is going to be heading out to Hong Kong. A couple more overnighters now. Here we have an Alaska A320. He's just overnighting and then is going to be heading out to Los Angeles in the morning. Again, another overnighter. Here we have a Porter Q400. He's going to be heading out to Toronto Billy Bishop in the morning. And again, another new model to Dulles, at least. Here we have a Royal Amarok 787-8. I believe we get this 3 or 4 times weekly now. It's going to be heading out to Casablanca. Yeah, I actually got this in the airplane shop in Las Vegas in August, so that's quite significant. This is one of the first 787 molds that Gemini Jets made, and this was the last one they had in stock in the Gemini Jet store, which is kind of lucky because it's one of the planes I really need. Yeah, as I said, this is going to be heading out to Casablanca. Another new route to Dulles. This started last July, I think it was, but here we have a Volaris A320 Neo. He's just getting the final catering on board, and then he's going to be pushing back for San Salvador. And then above him we have an Avianca A321. He's just arrived in from San Salvador as well. He's just got the cleaning team on board there at the back, and he's going to be heading out to San Salvador again at 3:15 in the morning. That is a real flight. I would not like to be on that flight. You know, I mean, if you think about it, 3 hours beforehand, you arrive at the airport at midnight, get on the plane 3:15. That's just an ugly flight to be on. I mean, come on, it's a bit mean. And here we kind of have the tribute corner, as it were. These two airlines have stopped service to Dulles, or are stopping service very soon. Here we have the Aeromexico 737. This stopped in December. It was flying out to Mexico City, and we're going to say that's where it's going out to. This is going to be the last update with both of these planes. both of these airlines in it as well. But yeah, here we have an Aeromexico 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Mexico City. Yeah, they stopped. And then on the left hand side we have a JetBlue A320. They operate the ERJ anyway to Dulles, so I mean it's not really realistic anyway, but we have a JetBlue A320. He's going to be overnighting and then going to be heading out to Boston in the morning. But I think JetBlue stops early January, so it could be now, it could be, I think, you know, if they're still going at this time, it's only a couple of days until they stop, so yeah. And next we have two aircraft which are very close for departure. Here we have a Lufthansa A330-300. The bags are just pulling away from the aircraft now, and then he's going to be pushing back for Munich. And then next to him we have Turkish Airlines A330-200. He's just getting fuel on board and catering on board by a US Airways catering truck. Not very realistic, should probably pull those stickers off, but yeah, he's just about to head out to Istanbul. And next here we have a bunch of American overnighters. So here we have an American A321. He's just overnighting and then is going to be heading out to Los Angeles in the morning. Behind him we have an American Oneworld 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth in the morning. He's just pulling into the gate from Dallas as well. And then here, the only American Eagle flight we get, overnighting, and then it's going to be heading out to Charlotte in the morning, an American Eagle CRJ 700. I don't actually believe the American Eagles overnight in Dulles. I know there is a flight to Charlotte. The overnights, I think that's on the A319 though, so it's not an American Eagle, it's just an American Airlines. So this is a bit unrealistic that we're getting an American Eagle to overnight, but you know, what are you going to do about it? Now to get to the United planes, I've actually had to take all of the planes off here and I'm going to have to fold this up, so I thought as well, I might as well show you how this folds up while I'm doing it. So I just put all of the planes on there that were on this, so now I'm going to show you how it folds up. So it's got these wooden legs, 3 of them. So this is the main one. I just fold this up. It's going to be really hard to do this one-handed. I'm actually going to put this on the tripod, I think. Okay, so as you can see, there's 3 legs underneath that I just fold up. Find that one and then find the other one. Okay, this light's in the way. So I just do this and then hold on to the legs and drop it slowly. And there you go, folded away, simple as that. Alright, so here just arrived in. This is the gate that the 767 that was just taxiing onto the runway pulled out of. So here we have a United 737-700. He's just arrived in from St. Thomas and then is going to overnight. Then we have a United 737-900. He's just overnighting as well for Denver. United Eco Skies 737-900. He's also overnighting for Punta Cana. And here, just last flight of the day, we have a United 737-800, just getting ready for pushback out to San Juan. And here, just overnighting for a flight out to Seattle, we have a United A320. Almost ready for pushback, we just have the last bits of fuel going on board. We have a United 777-200. He's just about to head out to London Heathrow. Also ready for pushback, we have a United 777-200 ready to fly out to Frankfurt. And overnighting, we have a United A320. He's going to be heading out to San Antonio in the morning. Also overnighting, we have a United MAX 9. He's going to be heading out to Houston in the morning. I don't believe we've had a MAX 9 at Dulles yet. We might have had the odd one or two, but we don't, again, like the 787-10, have a set route on the MAX 9. I'm hoping though, because this is what they did with the 787. They started flights to Houston. They were based around Houston. This is comparing it to the 787. Houston got the 787. We were stuck with the 767s all the time. And then later on, I think last year or the year before, they went, right, Dulles is going to be the new Dreamliner hub. And so now we get all the Dreamliners and Houston gets more of the 767s. I believe they're starting to reverse that again now, so we're going to start getting more 767s. But yeah, I'm hoping that's what they're going to do, something along the lines with the MAX 9. So we might see more MAX 9s at Dulles soon, but you know, only time will tell. And finally, for the United terminal, here we have a United 757-200. This just arrived from San Francisco and is going to depart in the morning out to London Heathrow. I think this London Heathrow flight leaves in the morning for London Heathrow. I think that's the only United 757-200 international flight we get out of Dulles in the winter. I know in the summer we get tons and tons of like summer schedule flights like Edinburgh, Dublin, just loads of them are on the 752, but I think actually Dublin might be all year round. I'll have to double check, but I think this is one of the only international 752 flights we get in the winter schedule. So yeah, that is it for this update of Washington Dulles International Airport. I'm kind of giving you an overview now, so you can see that joins up to there, and then the taxiway down there joins onto this one. There is something I do want to mention though about the taxiway. So you can see how he was in the update going to that gate, I believe it was, but he's taxiing up there. Now this is how it works. Now you can see that there's only one taxiway going this way, so there's going to be a lot of confusion. Now this works like a clock, so you're going clockwise. So for example, if you pushed out here, you couldn't go, well, I guess they'd make an exception for like that shorter distance, but I mean, say it was here, if you push back, you wouldn't be allowed to taxi this way to the runway. You have to taxi all the way around and then up where this is and to the runway. Just, you know, it works like a clock, you know, it works like clockwork, just like the phrase. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy. So this piece also folds up, you can see legs here as well, and that folds up like this, and then this is actually over my bed. It's got like L brackets on the wall, so this doesn't fold up. I'll just go around and show you. This doesn't fold up, it's just got if you can see those things there keeping it up. So yeah, it's pretty neat. There are points that I haven't actually finished yet, like for example here. Now here I do have some plans. As you can see, there's like a road entrance through the black there. Now this is because here I'm going to have like a fire area, so I'm going to have a fire station here, and then here I'm going to have a fire training area. So at Dulles they have a C-130 that's painted green. I'm going to try and buy a really cheap C-130 on eBay, paint it green, make it look all burnt and put it there with some cotton wool and stuff, making it look like it's on fire, something like that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. But yeah, so as I said, it's not all complete yet. There are some little bits that you probably didn't notice that I still need to go over, like I need to add that ILS box thing here and different things like that. I'm going to try and weather the tarmac. So yeah, with like charcoal and stuff. I'm going to test it though first, because I do not want that to go wrong, because if it goes wrong, that's going to mean I'm going to have to do all of this again. Like I can't just go at it. Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking of different things as I'm going along. Like I really like this kind of gate design where it's kind of like the London City. This is based on London City, where they turn around themselves, so it doesn't need a tug. I'm thinking of duplicating that on this side instead of having these gates. Speaking of gates as well, you can see that I've gone with this kind of gate design, so either one heavy or two short hauls. I did originally have like short haul gates around here, but I think this way it looks better, and also it gives you more freedom in what you can put down. You're not limited to just putting a short haul there. You can put an international or two short hauls. So yeah, these can store up to a 757, as you can see. Goes a bit over the line. Actually, no, I think it's just perfect. But yeah, you would have noticed as well there wasn't any Air Canada or Frontier aircraft in this update. Now that is because I am missing a terminal. I'm missing the main terminal, you know, the big terminal with the grand terminal, you know, the one you search up on Google, airport terminal. It's the first picture that comes up, Dulles. Yeah, I'm actually missing that terminal, and I'm actually planning to build an extension out here later on. I'm going to have that as my Terminal Z, as I like to call it, and I'll have the Frontier planes and the Air Canada planes, because I know we get an Air Canada overnight. So if any of you were Dulles enthusiasts and you were like, whoa, where's that Air Canada at? Well, that's where it is. It's there. Well, not yet, obviously, but you know, that's that. And also, I do want to point out, I did get some new things like this. I got my, it's like a glass shelf kind of thing. I've got a new storage thing for my planes. Yeah, it just goes all the way down there, and there's more storage down there. But yeah, and also I got this glass case here. This is for boxes, because if you look out here, that one is completely filled up. So I've started down here. You can see I actually got that's the new model KLM 787. They're the two models I unboxed, and then I'll work my way up as I get more and more models. No sign of stopping yet, but yeah, I'm just going to keep on going. One more thing before I end, terminals. Now, I know a lot of you maybe were expecting a terminal, but what I'm going to do, I'm pretty bad at building terminals. I've tried to build this Reagan terminal. I will have a Reagan update. Well, next week will be Baltimore, and then the week after that will be Reagan. I've tried to build that. It looks okay, but what I'm going to do with this, because obviously it's a really big and grand terminal, I'm actually going to have someone custom build this. I've got someone in mind. I'm talking to them on Instagram, DMing them. They build like custom model airport terminals, and they look amazing. And yeah, so I'm thinking of doing that. They are a bit pricey, but you know, what are you going to do? Because this has got to be a good thing, and then you know, it'll work out. So hopefully within the next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got a new job now, well, hopefully at a cinema, so I'll get that dough in so I can afford to build this, or pay for this terminal to be built. I'm going to try and do something along the lines of a terminal along here, but you can see there's not much space. Yeah, I've also got this. It's nothing to do with my airport, but I've bought some, you know, I bought these over time. I bought this in San Francisco, these in Venice, and I bought these lights as well, so it looks, they're on automatic timers, so they come on and it looks nice, but that's nothing to do with the airport. I do want to also mention as well, in the cargo area, I do have a bit of space along here, so I might add some like cargo buildings. You know, there's room for improvements. And there are a few things, as I said, like for example, one thing I've actually bought, I bought this thing, you know, it's one of those locks you find on bathroom doors, and I'm hoping to install that underneath here, so these will always stay level, because as you can see, they're not, you know, level. So what I plan to do is have this, so it pops out, and then, you know, it keeps it up and level with everything. So I'm probably going to install that soon, but yeah, things are looking good. But yeah, so I hope you did enjoy this airport update of Washington Dulles International Airport. I know it's been long in the making, 7 months of nothing, but now you have something. Also, one more thing before I go, you see these, I'm planning on putting, you know, there's little things that tell the pilots what runway they're heading on. I'm planning on putting something in, you see I've got a little square on each thing, and then hopefully I might add like fiber optics in there so I can, you know, light them up, but I don't want to put too many fiber optics in, because I mean, I could add like runway lights and all of that, but the more holes you drill, the weaker it becomes, and it could snap and all of that. So I'm going to do this slowly, you know, but slowly wins the race, or whatever the expression is. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy for the final time, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.